Losing his voice, Cappy here, assholeconsulting.com. We have another question from a guy's been sending in a lot of, these aren't puff pieces. Actually sit down and think, damn it, I got to think. I can't wing it either. Recently, a friend was talking to me about astronomy. The Earth, he explained, was a meaningless little rocky planet orbiting around a rather ordinary burning bag of gas known as the sun, located in the distant suburbs of a rather ordinary galaxy known as the Milky Way, which contained over 100 million burning bags of other gas, other stars. I told him I knew one thing the astronomers did not know. What it was, he asked. What was it, he asked, and I knew that the astronomers did not know. I told him that the location of the center of the universe. I then gave him the address to my home. That, I said, was the center of the universe. It's the place where all important action on my life has taken place and all the important people in my life have visited. I felt entitled to my opinion because the decision whether something is meaningful or meaningless is a human decision, not a fact or judgment made by the universe. Astronomy is science, meaning is philosophy. You decide. Question: what is the center of your universe and why? Oh, that all? That's it? All right. Like you, and it's even simpler than that, and not to take away from any of your philosophy or morality that you put in there, because it is right. It is what's immediately around me. I could say my address as well, but the reason why is because of human existence. My sentience, my observation is only kind of what I can see and digitally interact. I mean, before the internet, before radio waves, maybe you'd have post and mail, but it was, how far can I see in here? How far does my senses tell me? That's the center of your universe, and it's wherever you go, that's where you are. So as far as you're sentient, awake, alive, currently existing in this universe now, to know you're existing, I think, therefore I am, the only center of the universe can be where you are. I know it's somewhat selfish, but the point I'm trying to make is that you're not on planet Zygomorph 5, 200,000 light years away. You don't even know. You have no clue. So if you can't observe it, it's not there. It's not even part of the universe. It's not part of, as far as you're concerned, on this worldly existence, this universal existence. The only thing that can be the center of the universe is what you're entertaining and observing right now. In this book, again, How Not to Become Millennial, the most advanced book on economic political philosophy on the market today, and I do mean that, I talk about value and how people are so desperate to make their traits have value. To have value unto yourself by merely existing, you're entitled to the universe to take care of you. And what I pointed out is that value cannot be internally conferred. You cannot confer value unto yourself. A lot of feminists do this with self-love. Look it up. There's a whole thing called self-love. I have to love myself. I know there's self-respect. But self-love, thinking you're a great person when you've done nothing but demand to parasite off of other people, which is largely where this movement comes from. That's parasite. That's you're a net negative to the universe. You're a parasite. But it has a very huge attraction. It's very attractive to the left to think that existing has value. What's like, no, accomplishment has value. That internal conference of value. So I'm just amazed. Oh God, do I have to go over it again? How many women think their friends or they themselves are brave and amazing? It's like, no, you are common. You didn't do anything brave. You didn't do anything amazing. You are so boring that, like, if you were to just not die, but just Thanos snap away, nothing would change. You're irrelevant to this world. You have no value. What I like to point out to show people why ultimately other humans is what that value has to be externally conferred and by a fellow sentient entity. Could be crazy alien that's really smart. His name's Bob. Bob the end. Bob, hey, come on, let's have a beer. But as of right now, it's humans. Is you could be the greatest symphonic composer. You could create the best music in the universe, and you could put the notes on the planet, surface planet of Mars. And it could stay there. But until another sentient entity looks at that and can at least read it to appreciate the music or can hear it, you have no value. All right. Now, you could say, well, maybe you have some pride in amongst yourself. Sure, but there's no value, nothing. You didn't produce anything to the universe at period. Not forget Earth, the universe, until there's another sentient entity that sees that and can appreciate it. Same thing with art, same thing with a meal. I made this great meal. Well, if nobody eats it, so it's not only production of something that has value, some other entity has to value it in order for it to have value, and therefore for you, your time, to have value. But you unto yourself has no value at all. The larger point is it has to be witnessed and consumed and experienced for it to have any existence in the real world, or at least in your mind. And so, yes, by reality, by your observational reality, by your sentient existence, the center of your universe is where you are. Now, let me introduce another concept. What is the center of the universe? All right. Depends on where you are in life. And this is where Maslow's hierarchy of needs is very important. If you would have asked me this 18 years ago, what's the center of my universe? It would have been me. Not because of anything egotistical or selfish, but there was no way I had time to think of other people, other things, politics, morality. Where's humanity going? Where's the direction of the country? No, it was like, I need food, motherfucker. And so for a vast majority of people is why I want to bring it in here, because not everybody is at self-actualization at the peak. Not everyone is Karen living off of her divorce settlement from a rich husband. Like, I went to a meetup about cats. All right, if that's self-actualization, fine. But when you're poor and you're just getting by, you're lower middle income or below, and guy, you don't know where the money's coming from, you don't have time to think of lofty thoughts or be selfless or altruistic. The center of your universe is you. And for the longest time, well into my 30s, it was me. Because if I don't feed and clothe and take care of myself, if I can't sustain myself, my sentience, my existence ceases to end. And it's all academic. And then we don't get to the higher levels of like self-esteem and social acceptance and love. That was a luxury for people in the Edina, the everyday I need attention, to the people in the Waizese and the people in the Winnetka. Make it I'm like into music. Oh, shut up and read your Sylvia Plath. Go listen to your Kurt Cocaine. It like reaches out to me and it makes me feel, you know what reaches out to me, makes me feel? Some of that 50-cent day old bread over at Big Mike Subs. Get it for a quarter back in the day. You get a quarter, big thing of bread. Sustenance. And so that, depending on where you are, depending on how old I was, that's where the universe start and stop. It was me. Do you benefit me? No, then I don't have. And I remember a couple gals, they were ready to get married. One gal in particular, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. And I figured it out now. It's like, dude, I can barely support myself. I can't get, I gotta. Men are dumb that way. I can barely support myself. I don't think I could get married now. Plus, all this time I've been working, I have been slinging my seed. I want to go out and have some fun. And then you just, that's another drawback of poverty, is like the world moves on without you. And well, too bad you didn't have your childhood. You didn't get your seed slinging days, your partying days. But you, where did I go with it? Oh, until you get to the point that food, clothing, and shelter is kind of taken care of, then the onus or the focus or the center of the universe starts to change. Now you can start thinking about other people. Right now you can, and I would just say that's the center of my universe now is other people, because that's the only thing of value in life. I've played my video games. I got a Nintendo Switch over there. I'm playing Dragon Quest 11. It's mindless. It's not exciting. It's just like, I need to calm down. I won't even play Call of Duty anymore because it's too agitating. I'm too stressed out. Oh, but it's other human beings. And the punchline from God. Here's the punchline, guy. I'm going to make everyone this generation suck fucking donkey balls. All the women are going to hate your guts. All the men are going to be soy boys. Anybody who claims otherwise is going to be fat, overweight, and no one's going to have a passion for life. You're going to finally develop the rocket engine, like the Smashing Pumpkins video, to jet the rocket up and get free. I shall be free. You'll get free. You go, there's nobody up here. Everybody's down below. That's how God gets. There's the punchline. It's like, okay, let's go Team Human. And everybody is a lame, motherfucking inferior piece of shit. I've talked about the triple threat before. No money, no time, no energy. Old people have money and time. They're old. They don't have the energy. Young people have time and energy, ain't got no money. And in the middle age, everybody's got money. They still have their youth. They still got energy, but they ain't got no time because they're in the middle of the divorce to the kids or whatever. And then you think, oh, but there'll be this nirvana age where in like the late 40s to early 50s, they'll still be young enough to go have fun. They'll have money and the kids will be out of the house. They have to. Nope. I'm tired. We're going to stay in for the evening. Woof. It's 8:00. Oh, remember the days? Call up your buddy. Hey, you want to go biking? Yeah, let's go biking. And it meant like now or like in an hour. Hey, you guys want to get food? Jesus, Clary, give us a little heads up. What? Do you remember the days when you had the time and the energy? Like, yeah, let's go do that, man. Like there was no schedule. I didn't have to go to your Microsoft Outlook and request a meeting to hold a meeting about when we might grab a beer. Do you remember those fucking times? You're almost insulting people. You know, like, hey, you want to go to this? Well, geez, come on, man. We only what? It's Sunday afternoon. What, did you have plans? And so now a paradox is formed. Most humans suck. There's not enough humans like in the olden days to go around to have a healthy social life. And there's very few members of the opposite sex to have a healthy romantic or love life. And so you need a plan B. You need insurance. And so I did a thing, modern day man's mandatory job or obligation or something like that, where absent of a wife and a social life, not to mention you'll get sick of your spouse. No matter how great your spouse is, you're going to get sick of them. You need to have other hobbies, I think. You need to go out and live life. And so I'd say a very close next door neighbor to my center of the universe is the backup center of the universe, which is going back to me, but more adventuring and having fun, packing it in and having fun before I'm dead. Not slaving away and working and, oh, gee, can I get a 25-cent an hour raise? Oh, wow, day old bread for a quarter. Awesome. But Cappy doing Moab. We're talking lots of bucket lists. Make it count. Because inevitably you got to do a calculation, return on investment of your pursuit of humans. How many times do you call up your buddy? How many times do you like try to get your wife to do X, Y, and Z? How many times do you get your husband to lose weight? I'm telling you, like, okay, I'm not getting any return on my investment. No one's heeding my request. There's just not enough good humans to go around. Okay, I better go do something. And then you see people like Roosh do an 18-month trip in South America. You see me go ride my motorcycle out to Alaska. You see Better Bachelor and all of his adventure travels the world. We're not going quietly into the night. We're going to make our life count. And until the country and society as a whole stops putting fucking socialist Marxist politics and other people's money and feminism and socialism and communism and environmentalism, all these virtue signaling false gods at the center of their lives and themselves, and you start developing into an interesting person who does interesting things and wants to accomplish and achieve and be excellent both in the physical, intellectual, and psychological form. No, Team Human you don't want to bother playing with Team Human. You don't want to be picked for that kickball. Yeah, hey, we want to play kickball? No, you know what, dude? I'm going to go for a walk. Okay, you guys, you're the one-legged kickball team. I don't want to play with you guys. You want to hang out with us? We're socialists. Yeah, I'd rather talk to Chappy. Chappy, right here. I'd rather talk to this chapstick than talk to another NPC about how they're entitled to other people's money, because this is more intelligent. And so most people today, unless you're very lucky to have some great humans in your life as the center of you, as it should be. You know, I have my friends, I have some of my nieces, the GF. There's not a lot, and some other friends that I got to fly out to visit. I mean, we're talking, could count them all on two hands. That's about it. Otherwise, you know, it's hobbies, man. That's the center of my universe. It's not happy. It's not exciting. I've thought about joining, you know, a fraternal order, but you can't do that because you can run. And I'm not doing the fraternal orders online. I'm not joining a social club. Oh, we're gonna have a Zoom. Oh yeah, shut the fuck up. How about we go meet in public or go bowl and shoot some guns or something? But yeah, that's it. And the number one thing in life is humans. The problem is most humans suck. And so you got to have a good plan B. So it's kind of in the middle there. Kind of like, what am I going to do? I'm going to focus on this. Marcus Roque for $2. We need to abolish welfare entirely. We do, but we're not going to because, you know, people want to feel good about taking other people's money, giving it to other people and ruining their lives so that they could say they care. Miguel Angel Casillas, $2. Is Dave Chappelle Jeebas would say, gotcha, bitch. I don't get it. What is that? There you go. Oh, God. Yeah, when God come in, hey, sentience, intelligence, the will to live, inspiring, coming from nothing, and achievement and accomplishment, and then you win. What do you win? Boredom, shitty human beings. Find happiness in that, fucker. It's almost like compelling you. He's like forcing you to get religion. Like, hey, I'll make you believe in religion. You're gonna find out there's nothing else on that fucking planet. All right, there you go. So what? August is reconnaissance month. Go do your reconnaissance in the United States. Figure out where you want to live. Get the book Reconnaissance Man. Saves you hundreds of thousands of dollars in realtors' fees and house searching costs, and just makes your life a lot easier by telling you not to live in cold Marxist tax hell. Say, hey, you want to move to Minneapolis? There's some properties that are pretty cheap, by the way. Can't guarantee the condition they're in. See you guys later. Toodles.